many of us already work in development cooperation. Because we've been abroad, because we've dealt with different cultures, we tend to think that perhaps we know already how to deal with these things. And in fact, when we are confronted with a completely different culture that we have not encountered before, we're at the same level as people who don't know anything about interculture. So I think it's good. A course like this should be almost mandatory before you go on to a delegation, because it challenges some of your stereotypes and forces you to rethink some aspects of your analysis that maybe you did years ago when you first started this, but you no longer remember how to do them.
The development effectiveness agenda is very much about aligning to beneficiary countries' strategies, promoting ownership of the beneficiary countries sometimes, also about synchronizing to their cycles. It's very much about mutual understanding and building common ground so that we can achieve results that are of reciprocal interest, of mutual interest. So definitely this course has been very helpful in laying a lot of foundations of different concepts, paradigms.
I have to say, as a black woman working inside the institutions when I joined 22 years ago, that we were then, and we still are now, very few, and people's perceptions of what it was to be an EU national or even an official were interesting. I can remember one colleague asking me if I was going to do the competition to become a contractual agent, and I didn't really have the heart to tell her that I'd already been an official many years and I didn't need to do the test, so I just sort of let it fall away. And that is purely because of her seeing me as a woman of colour. Never imagined that I could already have been an official. So I've had quite some experiences with colleagues who come at me with that perception, yes.
A course like this is really important for, let's say, colleagues going into delegation, to make them aware about the importance of this intercultural aspect, in particular when it relates to communication. But it's also something that could be, I think about inside the house, to integrate and some lessons learned of this type of way at looking thing, to do the thing a bit different, to do maybe to improve the way we are looking at projects and to deepen certain type of analysis, stakeholder analysis, etc., context analysis.
It's probably been one of the most intellectually challenging courses that I've taken in DEFCO, but definitely very stimulating in trying to foster innovation about the way we do development. Really pushing us to think a bit out of the box. So definitely I would recommend it to any, not only colleagues in delegations, where sometimes we are more specific in confronted with different cultural groups, but overall to colleagues also in headquarters that are working on development.